Hey guys, just want to tell you this quick story real quick because money allows you to be a difference maker in people's lives. It allows you to be outrageously generous and to help people at the drop of a hat. So let me tell you this quick story real quick. So I got what I would call an employee who's going through some issues, right? She's going through some issues. She's been working for me for about 6 months. Him and his grandmother had a disagreement. He lives with his grandmother. His grandmother, put him out the house, and so he's just been kind of just winging it, trying to pretty much lay his head every night wherever he can lay his head. So during this process, he really doesn't have a way to work. And granted, I've had some issues with his attendance because of this, because this has been going on for like a month. He's been having to work. He's been having to work plus walk to work. It's cold outside. We in Indiana. 20-degree temperatures in the teens. So he comes to work today. He's an hour and a half late. Called me up, says, you know what, I don't have arrived. I'm on my way. And he's like, Frank, please don't fire me. Please don't fire me. I'm trying my best. I'm just out here in the world, and I'm trying the best I can, but I'm on my way. I said, okay, come here. Just get here. So I waited till he got there and I sat him down. I said, man, I don't know how long I can do this. I don't know how long I can keep letting you be late to work because I have to set a standard. I have to hold everybody accountable. And I'm sitting there talking to him. He's getting really emotional. He's like, Frank, please don't fire me. Frank, please don't fire me. I'm trying. I'm trying to get my life together. And I said, okay, you have to get this together. You have to get your life together because your life is affecting work at this point. And I don't want to be put in a position to where I got to make a hard decision. And so he's getting emotional. And I asked him, I said, do you have somewhere to go tonight after work? Do you have somewhere to go? And he said, no, I don't have anywhere to go. I'm going to have to try to see if somebody will let me sleep in a car or something like that. I said, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. He said, when I get my paycheck this week, I'm just going to go rent a hotel for the week. Rent a hotel room by the week, but I won't be able to get it until I get my check on Saturday morning. It hits my bank account on Saturday morning. So I said, I'll tell you what, this is what I'm going to do. I said, man, I cannot have you walking out of here. Even though you are a grown man, 25 years old, I cannot have you walking out of here with no place to go. I just wouldn't even feel right. Knowing that I could probably go get you a hotel room for a night or two. Guys, I just couldn't do it. I just could not do it. I could not have him get off work tonight and not have a place to go, warmth, having warmth, a bed, somewhere to get up in the morning and be safe. So I had him call the hotel where he was wanting to get a room at. Had him ask, for a direct price, how much would it cost. He told me the amount, so I went and bought him a hotel. I went and paid for him a hotel for the week to hold him over till he got his paycheck. Because guys, I just could not let him walk out of there with no place to go. I just couldn't do it. I mean, I may have would have thought different if it was summertime, but today in Indiana it's 18 degrees, guys. 18 degrees. And I couldn't let him walk out. I could not let him walk out of work tonight with nowhere to go. It just wouldn't. My heart just wouldn't let me do that. It just wouldn't. Just wouldn't. It just wouldn't have set well with me. Knowing, and I told him, he was like, I'll pay you back, Frank. I'll pay you back. I promise. I said, you know what? Don't even worry about it. It's just my nice gesture. I'm in a position to where I can help you out. Because like I explained to him, man, I've been through some things. I remember when I was young and going through my rebellious stage, and I was bouncing around from house to house, from friend to friend. And there was a few nights when I was a teenager that I slept in cars, you know. So I've been there, you know. This is something I've experienced in my life, and now I'm in a position to where I can help someone else. And like I said, guys, it's just, and I went, I took him to the hotel, and I paid for the room in cash. I did not give him the money, you know, so I know he has a room for the next 5 nights till he get his paycheck, and then he can take it over from there and start paying for his own room. And I told him, don't make. Now I told him, I said, now if you're late, and I just bought you a hotel room so you can have a place to sleep every single night, and the hotel is like probably like a half a mile from our travel center. And so I know he can get there. And I'm like, if you're late and I just paid for you a hotel room for the week, I'm gonna fire you. but yeah, guys, I mean, but let's just say I didn't have the money. Let's just say I didn't have the money. He would be screwed because I wouldn't have been able to be that generous. I wouldn't have been able to be generous if I didn't have the money. You know? That's why I said, man, money changes lives, man. And like I told him, I mean, the room was $220 for 5 days, 5 nights. And I'm like, that's not going to make me or break me. But I'm just glad I was in a position to be able to help him. And that's what money allows you to do. It allows you to be outrageously generous and to be able to help people in need if you choose to help someone in need. And at this moment, I chose to help the gentleman. Because, you know, he's trying to get his life together. I feel bad for him. His grandmother put him out. I don't know why. It's not none of my business. But I just couldn't let him walk out tonight, guys, without a place to go. Not when it's 18 degrees outside. I just couldn't. It just wouldn't have set well on my heart, you know. And like I say, you know, took him to the hotel room. I drove him there. I went in with him. I paid for it. So I know he has a place to stay for the next 5 nights. Now, whatever happens after that is on him. And hopefully he gets paid and he renews his weekly visits, his weekly stays. Because after that is on him. I did my part. I did my part to help. But yeah, I just could not let him walk out tonight without a place to go. I just couldn't. I just couldn't do that. I just wasn't raised that way, you know, and yeah, I just couldn't do that. So I just want to share this with you guys, share this story with you guys of how just having some money or a few extra bucks allows you to be generous and it allows you to help others. So guys, have a great night. Please remember to like this video, share the video, and most important, please consider subscribing to your boy's YouTube channel, Frank Talks Money. And with that, guys, always remember, financial decisions you make today will impact your financial life tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Frank Talks Money. I'm out.